Hey, Ironclad. This is Dave with Ironclad. Um, to all the fans and people that support us, we just want to say thank you. Make sure you go down and subscribe if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook. Make sure you hit the bell notification. You know, this is something that we do, and we enjoy doing it. And if it wasn't for viewers like you, we wouldn't really be able to keep doing this. But to get into our gripe for the day, let's start with this. We've talked about this, the safety regulation, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulation book. In the back, there is a section called Appendix G. And if you ever look at the back of your inspection form for your annuals, you'll see that on the back of it, it has all the Appendix G. But if you want to get into details and measurements and all that, this book, even if you go down and you have this book, same book, just different sizes. Like I said, drivers, invest in one. Owners, invest in one. Quit being cheap, invest in one. It pays off. We're dealing with something right now this coming weekend that triple axle trailer on the back of a pickup truck. Unfortunately, it's 16,000 GVR on the trailer. And the problem is they're hauling it with a smaller truck, a half ton. Let's be realistic. F-150s, the Chevy 1500s, they've always been half tons. They always will be. I don't care what the company says, oh, well, they'll haul. No, come on, let's be serious. Use common sense when you're doing this, guys. They're buying these cheap little triple balls where it has 3 different size balls on it. And the one that he has says 500 pounds. That's a quarter ton. If you don't know how to do the calculations, for one, you're in the wrong business. But let's do this. It's 2,000 pounds per ton. So for every ton, 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. 2 ton, 4,000 pounds. This is something you should know as a driver or a business owner. And, the one guy lifted his truck, it's early 80s model Chevrolet, and thinks it's going to haul more weight. Let's get to the brass tacks about this. Just because you jack your truck up does not mean it's going to haul more weight. It means it's going to haul less weight unless you put some big heavy duty springs on there or you're adding leafs. But when you get those big long stretched out leaf springs, they will not haul any more weight. It looks good. You got big fancy tires on it. It will not haul the weight. Typically, pickup trucks aren't going to haul bobcats and excavators and backhoes and dozers. You need to buy a truck that's capable of hauling that. His truck is literally an early 80s Chevrolet, and I've watched him go through a light with a 30,000 pound backhoe on him. There's another guy I know that hauls equipment. I know quite a few people that do this, and I'm telling you now, this is a dangerous game. And I can't stand to see people doing stupid things because they make people like me and some of the guys sitting in the shop that have Class A license that do this for a living look bad. Lawn care companies hauling, F-150s hauling these big monster 30, 40 foot trailers. They're not made to do that. A pickup truck is not made to haul this much weight. Let's get the facts straight, Jack. It will not do it. You're giving people like us a bad name where we're going through the regulations and we're trying to do things legally and right. You're going to kill somebody one day. If your truck is small, go buy a bigger truck to haul it with. Don't be cheap, because one day that being cheap might kill somebody. And when it does, you're going to say, No, ignorance of the law is no excuse. You're going to hear me in these series say that a lot. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. You didn't know, I've been doing this for a while. Hey, dum-dum. No. This series is aimed at anybody breaking the law. Anybody that don't care about human life. Oh, well, I care, but it's business. No, let's get this straight, Jack. You are not. You are worried about lining your pocket. and killing people. Because one day you're going to mess up and you're going to take the life of somebody and you're going to hurt them. You know, I've had friends die in accidents because of negligence. You know, if you can't afford this business, you don't need to be in it. That's the fact. You know, I have a friend over here who works for us. His name's Mel. He drives commercial just like I do. What do you say? You think that's smart?
Nope.
You know, if you don't like it, that's not my problem. I'm just telling you the fact that you need to worry about these books before you worry about lining your pocket with money. If you're getting into this business or you're already in this business, start with the Department of Transportation. You know, I have 7 companies right now I'm dealing with in getting them in compliance. The problem is, half of them say, well, I've been under the radar. You know, this is enough. Enough is enough. You know, and you wonder why we're losing truck driver jobs and why old timers are retiring and want nothing to do with the new guys. Hey, get your flip-flops off your feet. Put your tennis shoes on or your boots. Especially a flatbedder hauling. Come on, guys. Load bars. There's probably, I bet 2/3 of the drivers don't know what a load lock bar is. Or they don't know how much weight to put in the front or the rear of the trailer. They don't know their axle depths. Come on, guys. You can't read a tape measure. You know, most of the trailers now by big companies are marked. You know, and I know I gripe and complain a lot, but I'm just getting to the point of being fed up of watching guys open businesses, hauling freight, doing all this, are already in business, and they're not following the law. And, well, you know, we never dealt with that before. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So let me tell you something. And here's the fact. If I find out you're breaking the law, I have no problem reporting you. So if you're watching this video and you're in my state of Indiana, the Department of Transportation, I hope, will pay a visit, and I hope they watch this video, because I will not tolerate ignorance of the law anymore. And if you ask me to break the law, I will report you faster than you can believe. So whoever's watching this video that comes and I've serviced them, let's get this fact and let's get it straight, Jack. Ask me to break the law or accuse me again, this will be the last time you do, because I will report you. But for all the guys that are following the law, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, guys like you that follow the laws help people like me, make it easy. I'm just, like I said, I'm sick of this. And for the guys that, you know, think I have sunglasses, my lens are polarized, I have a light sensitivity problem, and surprisingly I can see you guys just fine. But, you know, on a serious note, if you're breaking the law, stop it. It's not that hard to follow the law. If you think it is, it's because you don't want to. On this note, see you next time, Ironclad fans.